Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into a girl's unusual adventure. The girl snatched the paper bowl, took a sip of the soup, and her eyebrows went up like they were on a roller coaster. After seeing the real bento, her eyes sparkled. The dishes looked lavish and expensive. She opened the door, and Tiankuo followed in, where she drew a giant chicken leg. Every bento gets a sketch. Tiankuo admires her spacious home. The girl starts talking. Deaf people use their eyes to aid their hearing, so her home was super open concept, and she kept asking about prices. Yangyang kept interrupting. She rushed to work, grabbed clothes, and went to the restroom while he flipped the album, bored. Her smile was so sweet, but then she caught a glimpse of the shadow behind the mistake, and her mind just went buffering. Suddenly, her imagination exploded as the door opened. Her nosebleed struck and she rushed out. She quickly turned to dodge, but her heart was racing, and Tiankuo just called his mom to ask for a day off. They strolled down the pedestrian street, and the girl turned into a puppet, dancing around like a happy little elf. Tiankuo kept her company, unable to resist a little mischief. He tossed her a coin, and boom, she started dancing. However, a single coin was far too insufficient, and her actions were quite restricted. She began making comical expressions in an attempt to make her laugh. But the girl was like a stone wall, still unresponsive. Seeing this, she had to tone down her antics. Her gaze turned soft and deep, radiating all the feels. As she confessed, someone gave her cash, and her mood sank seeing her give flowers to the man. It's like you got to throw money for her to move. She was busy counting coins, finally off work when Tiankuo quickly delivered a cup of lemon tea. Then he invited the girl to dinner. Tonight it was on him. The night market was buzzing like a party. They manned a giant ball with their hands. Teamwork. She dashed inside to find a seat. Tiankuo went to order, but as dish after dish arrived, she sneakily checked her wallet. They were eating like there was no tomorrow. The girl even drank up all the broth. Tiankuo watched, eyes sticky with sweetness. At checkout, she was dividing coins, but more people were lining up. Tiankuo's face turned beet red from the awkwardness, so he took out cash. Bills settled, and they remained quiet outside. She was clearly miffed about the earlier event, while Tiankuo was oblivious, his mind too busy wondering. He was constantly thinking about her feelings and thoughts. He silently wished her happiness, just as he inwardly wished for his own. Wishing for his own happiness echoed in his mind. May I find joy too? She went on about the sayings of bosses and customers, like a philosopher of the streets. She completely missed the girl's own needs. Tiankuo never realized that the pennies she earned were meant for her own meals. Unknowingly, she lost her tongue, and just like that, a motorcycle sped off, leaving her behind. She hit the pool 10 times in 3 days but never spotted those sisters. Walking the street yielded nothing either. A sense of loss hung around her, like losing something precious. Looking at the coin tossed into the box, she finally grasped the girl's feelings. That was her hard-earned cash, but she used it to treat herself. She realized, my good intentions didn't consider your feelings at all. She returned to the noodle shop, ready to practice love phrases in sign language. The owners, thinking Tiankuo was deaf too, freely discussed the girl. The owner said she was cute, but sadly, she's mute. No matter how cute, who would marry a mute? They'll play the sympathy card. She's not mute. She's just a listener like us. Her name is Yangyang. What a lovely name. And her sign language name is just as nice. She intended to eat more, but flared with anger, slammed down the bowl, gathered love letter books, and searched her pocket. Just like the coins in the girl's pocket, but this time she counted them meticulously. It had been ages since she had contacted the girl, putting her in a gloomy mood. Her dad prepared a fancy fruit platter, hoping to bring a smile to his son's face, but with the girl gone, Tiankuo's world felt dull. Dad sensed his mood and awkwardly consoled him, saying he had been through 23 heartbreaks himself. Just keep your voice down. Don't let your mom catch wind of it. Honestly, what kind of girl are you even into? Would you date a girl who can't hear? Dad relayed the son's situation. Mom showed concern, and Dad kept saying nice things to ease her. His biggest fear was where the lack of communication would derail their feelings. Never got a reply. Tiankuo was stuck in a decision loop, trapped between love and indifference. Concerned about the flower he held, Tiankuo spent a sleepless night looking utterly drained. His parents' attitude shifted. They started using a louder tone to call him. Tiankuo, Could you please come and help your mum out? At that moment, he lost his charming look, numbly taking the delivery as his mom quickly handed him a hat.